Hello, guys. Good evening, wherever you're joining us from. Good morning, good afternoon. Hello, guys. If you can hear me, just type on the chat box. Yes, I can hear you, so you can know that I'm very audible from here. It's 3 p.m. here in Tuscaloosa, USA, and I trust you are doing good wherever you are right now. So we'll be starting in just 2 minutes from now. I want to make sure that more people join us before we kickstart, right? Dauda, Ushe, thank you guys for joining. It's a very beautiful afternoon. Feliz, good evening from Nigeria. I know it's 9 p.m. there in Nigeria. Koka, Koka. How you doing, man? All right. So, I'll be taking up questions from you guys. But before that, I want to quickly say something. I talked about the scholarship insight in 60 minutes that I will be starting very soon this month. So I'll be launching it by God's grace next weekend, right? So it will be a 2-day launching. Launching is just an official name, but the first guest scholars that will be coming on, I'll be inviting 2 guest scholars on Saturday and on Sunday, right? 2 female guest scholars for that matter. So they'll be coming on to share the experience, on their strategies. How did they make it to grad school? What did they do? How did they go about the application process, the program of they are currently studying, and all the necessary information that will help you guys, prospective scholars to make better applications. So it's all about different people coming on board to share their experience and provide insights. There's uniqueness in individual experiences, right? So once they come on and share the experience, you can pick 1 or 2 things from that to improve on your application portfolio, right? So a lot of different people have different experience, and I have my own personal experience, and I have gleaned on different people's experience in the past. And, there are some things that you can never know it all, right? And other people's experience actually helps you to make better decisions, right? So that's the essence of that series. It will be holding every 2 weeks, either on a Saturday or on a Sunday, depending on the time that is convenient for my guest scholars, all right? So you guys should watch out for that. So what's going on? Let's talk. Do you have questions? Do you have anything bothering your mind, or any challenges you are having navigating or preparing for the scholarship application? I'll be looking out for your questions in the comment box. If you have any question, go ahead, bring them on. Let's trash it. Let's find answers to it. If I can't find it, we can go online and search on how to get the answers. All right. So bring on your questions. Waiting for them in the comment section. So before I start taking your questions, put it on the comment section before I start taking your questions, and I'll be putting out a video immediately after this section. 2 videos. I'll be making 2 videos. So be expecting 2 videos today or tomorrow. All right. So the first video will be around the waiver. University of Alabama is offering a waiver for applicants for fall 2022. So if you are going to be applying to the University of Alabama fall 2022, there will be a free waiver, application fee waiver, so you don't need to pay application fee. So the time of the waiver will be in a week, yet to be announced in the month of October. So next month, all right? So by next month, either in the first week or the second week, there will be a waiver. So when if you are going to submit your application during that week, you won't be paying any application fee, right? So you should get ready for that. Okay. If nobody is having questions, I think all is good. You guys are good, right? So, but I know someone we have a question. All right. So, but before you guys come up with your questions, there are some questions I want to answer generally, which I believe will help applicants, right? A couple of questions I've been getting recently, and I want to provide insight on those questions, right? So someone is asking, so yes, guys, smash the like button. Thank you for that. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Don't just come here and consume content and you're not supporting the channel. Your support is very important also. Smash the like button. All right. So someone asked me recently, can I apply to, say, please, I'd like to know if it is wise to apply to 2 different courses in 2 different departments in the same university. For instance, in the University of Alabama, I want to apply to the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry and the Department of Microbiology. I have my first degree in microbiology. So yes, it is allowed in the University of Alabama. When you read through the catalog or the requirements of the school, you will see where it is stated categorically that you can apply to maximum of 2 programs during the same academic year, right? So if you are applying for 2022, you can apply for 2 programs. You can apply, say, the person that asks, yes, you can apply for biochemistry, you can apply for microbiology, but you should know that for the application free week, you can only use the application free week only applies to 1 application. So if you have 2 applications, you can't use the free week application, the waiver for those 2 applications. So it have to go with 1. All right. So that means if you're applying for 2 programs, then you pay for 1 and 1 will be free. So yes, you can apply to 2 programs in the same school, that different departments. Yes, that's very, very possible. All right. Another person, let me see, do I have any outstanding question here? Okay. Okay, someone is asking that they saw where it was stated that English test has been waived for University of Alabama. Yes, it has been waived. All right. If your country is part of the listed country, English-speaking countries or regions, you don't have to submit TOEFL or any test of English. All right. So I'll be releasing a video today on that. All right. So yes, English test has been waived. All right. So go and get your application ready. English test is no more an obstacle. All right. For University of Alabama in particular, and most other schools. There are a lot of schools that are waiving English test, a lot of schools that are waiving GRE. So just search. You can search for instance, let's say, let's do a quick search. All right. Let's do a quick search, right? Say for instance, want to search or say schools. So you can see, let's say it says list of schools within GRE, for instance. So you can see here list of grad school within GRE for 2021. So here are some lists, right? You can see some names of some schools, grad schools and all that are waiving GRE. University of Alabama was part of it. That was for 2021. And most of them might still waive it for next application cycle. So you can just check. Informations are there for you to, to go through online. So it's just left for you to maximize it, use keywords to search for informations, and you will get a lot. Okay. So that is how you can know whether the schools waive or not. All right. So yes. So I have a question here. I know my graduating CGP already, sir. Okay. 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 That's good. If you know your graduating CGP already, that's good. At least you can, start your application. All right. So let me take some of the questions here. All right. Let me take some of the questions here. I just concluded my BEng chemical engineer. I don't have my unofficial transcript. So I want to ask if I can code email a lecturer with just my CV, including my CGPA, since I already know it. Yes, why not? You can do that. Attaching your transcript is not compulsory for code emailing, okay? It's not a must do, right? You can state your results, you graduated, top of your class, this, that, your transcript are not ready, you're still working on getting it. But basically, your code email is about you stating what you want, your interest, your area of interest, if you have research experience, about you stating what common ground between you and the professor you are reaching out. Why do you want to work with the professor? So it has nothing much to do with your transcript. And most of them won't even check it. They only check it or ask for it if they need be, all right? Most time I send code emails. The code emails I've gotten responses in the past. I never attached my transcript or even CV, right? I just compose the body of the email and send. And along the line, they will be the one to request for it if they need to have, seek more information from me, right? So make the body of your email very, very good. If the body of your email is not attractive, is not convincing, they won't even bother to check what any other attached document you have to your email, all right? Okay, so yes, you can send emails without your transcript, okay? My question is on lack of publication and how to go about it in your academic CV. The point there is having publication or not is not a limitation, all right? So you can talk about your research potentials, right? You don't have to have a publication. You have done research in the past, probably you've not published any paper from it. Doesn't mean you don't have research experience, all right? So you can talk about the research you've done, maybe in your undergrad, what you did, the result, the outcome of your research, and all those stuff. Those are what you can include in your CV, right? The CV I used for grad school application, for my PhD application, I never stated any publication. I had no publication then while I was applying. Okay, I had no publication. I only included my research experience, what I did during my undergrad, during my master's. I didn't have any publication at all. So that is not an issue. Okay, you just focus on your research experience. All right. So that is not a major challenge for you. Okay, so more question, guys, more question. Please, when you send cold emails to prospective advisors and don't get a reply after a while, is it proper to send a kind follow-up or reminder? Yes, that is advisable, right? Most of these professors, they get tons of emails on daily basis. I was speaking with one of my professors yesterday. He was sharing the experience of the number of emails, from prospective students he gets in a day. All right. And he tries as much as possible to respond to all, but sometimes he can't keep up with it. All right. So most of the time it's not that they don't want to respond, but time limits and all those stuff. And it might even get mixed up in the application or in the box, right? They might open it and thought maybe they have replied or something, but not. So yeah, it's good to send a reminder. Usually I say minimum of a week after or 2 weeks after. If you didn't get a response, you should send a reminder. So one of my professors was telling me that he usually sent response to emails within a day. And if he didn't send it within a day, it's either he's working on something else, or probably he has omitted it or something, or forgotten about it. So a reminder is always good. They are all human beings and they can forget things also. So sending a reminder, there's no crime in doing that. You can do that anytime. All right. So do that. I'm currently working on my thesis for my master. Can I code email professor with my BSc and first year MSc transcript for a PhD position? Your situation is similar to mine, right? The first time I started sending cold emails, I was just starting my master's, or let me say, yes, from towards the middle of my master's program, all right? I had no transcript for master's degree then. So I didn't even attach my bachelor's transcript. So what is important is you talking about your experience, your interest in the body of the email, right? You're talking about, okay, I've started my master's and I'm working on this area. I want to pursue a PhD program to research in this area. And I found that your research area is interesting to me, and I would like to work with you and all that. So those are the main things, right? Most of them will not have time to start reviewing your transcript. All those things are for the application review committee. For you reaching out to a professor is more of, the content of the body of your email, right? So yes, not having your master's transcript is not an issue. Just you stated that you have started your master program, so school, you are doing this, you are doing that. So that's the major thing, all right? So you can do that. And if you want to attach the first year MSc transcript, that is fine. That is also cool, right? Okay. When you are applying for direct PhD, you're asking if you can apply for direct PhD with a CGPA of 4.16 out of 5. That is a very, very good CGPA, right? So the minimum required is, for most programs, is 3.0 on a 4.0 scale. And that's usually equivalent to 3.5 on a 5.0 scale, right? So you have a fantastic CGPA, and you can apply to direct PhD. So thing you need to do is check the program you are doing or you want to apply to. What are their requirements? What types of funding do they have? How do they award their funding? Because the basic thing you are looking for is funding, right? So if the program you're applying for doesn't have funding, then what is the point? All right. So once you have funding and you can apply with your bachelor's, and that's it. That's it. You can go ahead and apply with your bachelor's if that is accepted. accepted for that program. All right. Most programs, especially engineering related, they accept bachelors for PhD program. All right. So I know a lot of folks who are doing their PhD, they came in directly with their bachelors. Okay, so yes, you do that. You can do that, right? So guys, the most important thing that you need to do right now is to start doing research. I made the videos. I know you have gone through that video. If you have not, you should do that on how you can search if the program or your school you are interested in has funding. All right. This is how this thing work. Most time, you need to reach out to people who are already in that school or who are already in that program. Okay. You can do that through LinkedIn. Let me show you something important that most people don't maximize it. So one thing you can do to, you can reach out to more people, get more insights about the program, right? And I remember a few days ago, it was yesterday, I was speaking with one of my professor, and he mentioned that that if we have someone we know that want to reach out to him, and they should either mention our name, like he was talking with some of my colleagues. Like if someone knows us and you want to send him an email, or we know someone that is interested in what he's doing and you want to reach out to him, we should tell the person to mention our name in the email. That once he see that, he kind of can give priority to that email, because that shows that the person already have a contact within who knows what he's working on. All right. So that is important. And another thing is you can reach out to people on LinkedIn, right? LinkedIn is a powerful tool, right? So when you go to LinkedIn, let me say, for instance, this is my LinkedIn page. All right. So here, LinkedIn. Okay, so if I want to search, for instance, the University of Alabama. University of Alabama. Chemistry. So people, let's say chemistry, now put Nigeria. See, PhD candidate at Auburn University, right? So, professor of Babcock University. This is not giving me information. University of Alabama, chemistry. So this is what I'm trying to show you is how you can, let's say chemistry PhD. So you can see different people, either they are doing chemistry program at the University of Alabama, or different contact of people. You can use the same method to search for any program of your interest. Let's say, for instance, you just put, instead of putting chemistry, you put engineering. Let's just put the University of Alabama. put engineering. So you can see there are a lot of universities in Alabama. So we have the University of Alabama, and then we have University of Alabama, Birmingham. We have University of Alabama, Huntsville. We have, there are a lot of them like that. Okay, so if you're not specific, it will take you to other places. So you can see different people who are there. Then if you go ahead and put maybe Nigeria, it might bring people who are there that are from Nigeria. All right, so you can see this person, PhD students, it's Nigerian. So you can see different information. So you can use that way to search for different people who are in your program area of interest, and you can reach out to them. If they are open to you, you can get information from them that can help you make better decisions on the school, for professor and everything, funding, every other information that might be important to you. All right, so that is one way. Okay, so what other question do I have here? Right, do you have any other questions? Let me see. Please, can you give an insight on how to write a compelling personal statement? So I'll be releasing a video today or tomorrow. I will talk about personal statement. There are a lot of tons of templates on how to write personal statements, which are good, right? But one thing you have to know is that personal statement is personal. But personal statement is different from statement of purpose, all right? So for your grad school application, graduate, master's, or PhD, especially in the US, what you'll be writing is statement of purpose, which can be quite different from personal statement, all right? So if you are referring to statement of purpose, yes, I'll be sharing some insights on that in the video I'll be releasing today or tomorrow. All right. So yes, watch out for that. Okay. If there are no more other questions, okay, guys. I don't want to spend much time on this call. Just quickly jump into it to provide insight to you guys and answer a couple of questions which have been occurring recently. And if you have not joined the Telegram channel, I will encourage you to join it so you can ask your question directly on the channel, and someone will always be there to answer them. Okay, so I will put up the Telegram link, the chat box. Okay, so this is the Telegram link. All right, so important thing is for you to start preparing your application. The earlier, the better. Okay, the earlier, the better. Don't wait till that minute. It takes time to prepare a good application, right? It takes time to write it, review it, read it, rearrange it, restructure it, and put it in a good shape, right? So you can, convince the review committee, all right? So without much, taking much of your time, if you enjoy this section, please hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Hit the like button, all right? So thank you, Dauda. Thank you. I appreciate that. So hit the like button. Thank you guys for joining this short session. And if you have not joined the Telegram channel, do that. Ask questions there. Your question will be answered by other scholars who are also on the platform, and different people, even prospective scholars that have answers, they will provide the answers to you. Okay. So I wish you all the best, and as you keep preparing for your application, stay hopeful, stay committed, stay focused, right? Good things doesn't come easily, right? It takes hard work, it takes commitment to achieve good results, all right? So, and I know you are going to achieve those good results soon, all right? And you celebrate, we all celebrate together with you. And if you are on Twitter, you can also follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter. That's my Twitter handle here at Okafor_SC. Okay. You can follow me on Twitter. You can check my posts. I have a pinned post where I put up all my, different content that I share. And I have a sample of SOP you can try to see, use, and all that. So I pull up content here. You can do that. You can follow me up there and also make use of that information. I also share my information on LinkedIn too. So when you go to my LinkedIn page, you can always see all the information that I've shared in the past, right? Go to my page, you can see all the informations that I've shared in the past. You can access all the information, my recent posts, all right? So you can see everything there, application fee waiver, and all the important information I share. So any platform that you are on, my major three platforms I utilize efficiently for sharing information is Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Telegram, all right? So those are the three places you find my content shared. So make the best use of them, and other scholars' content who are also doing their best to provide insight for prospective scholars. I encourage you to make the most of them. There's no how you will be on this space, whether Twitter space, any space you find yourself, that you will not find content that will, guide you through the application process. You can do it yourself. I did it myself. I don't have to, pay anybody to help me to write my application or to do anything. I took time, take the informations and do it myself, all right? So that is important. You can do it. And whenever you need guidance, you can always reach out for people who are willing to help you. And very soon we'll all celebrate your success, all right? Thank you and have a wonderful weekend and enjoy the rest of your day. So we'll be stopping here for now. Bye-bye. See you guys in the next video.